A fiddler on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? But here, in our little village of Anatevka, you might say that every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. Now you may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? Yeah, we stay because Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance? That I can tell you. In one word. Tradition! 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 Because of our traditions, we've kept our balance for many, many years. Here in Anatevka, we have traditions for everything. How to sleep, how to eat, how to work, even how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered and always wear a little prayer shawl. This reminds us of our constant devotion to God. Now you may ask, how did this tradition get started? I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition. And because of our traditions, every one of us knows who he is and what God expects him to do. Who day and night must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has the right as master of the house to have the final word at home? The Papa! The Papa! Tradition! The Papa! The Papa! Tradition!
We must know the way to make a proper home, a quiet home, a kosher home. Who must raise a family and run the home, so Papa's free to read the holy book.
The Mama! The Mama! Tradition! The Mama! The Mama! Tradition!
At 3 I started Hebrew school, at 10 I learned a trade. I hear they picked a bride for me, I hope she's pretty. The sons, the sons, tradition. The sons, the sons, tradition.
And who does Mama teach to mend and tend and fix, preparing me to marry whoever Papa picks?
The daughters, the daughters, tradition. The daughters, the daughters, tradition. Day and night must scramble for a living, feed the wife and children, say my prayers that day. That's the right time, master of the house, so right for me, I hope she's a Papa. Tradition. The song. And in the circle of our little village, we've always had our special types. For instance, Yenta the matchmaker.
Abram, I have found a perfect match for your son, a wonderful girl.
Who is it?
Rachel, the shoemaker's daughter.
Rachel. But she can hardly see. She's almost blind.
Tell the truth, Abram. Is your son so much to look at? With the way she sees and the way he looks, it's a perfect match.
And Reb Nahum, the beggar?
Bones for the pope? Bones for the pope?
Here, Reb Nahum, is 1 kopeck.
1 kopek? Last week you gave me 2 kopecks.
I had a bad week.
If you had the bad week, why should I suffer?
And most important, our beloved rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
A blessing for the Tsar.
May God bless and keep the Tsar
Far away from us.
Then there are the others in our village. They make up a much bigger circle. His Honor the Constable, His Honor the Priest, His Honor many, many others. We don't bother them, and so far, they don't bother us. And among ourselves, well, we've always gotten along perfectly well. Well, of course, there was a time when he sold him a horse but delivered a mule. But that's all over now, and now we live in simple peace and harmony.
It was a horse.
Oh,
It was a mule. I told you a
now,
horse.
please.
I brought a horse.
Horse, mule, horse, mule, horse, mule, horse, mule.
Tradition, 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 tradition.
Traditions, traditions. Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.